Welcome to you all again. Hope you are well. In that session, we will solve some creative questions on the topic of deep well. After starting the creative questions, let us see the all formula on the topic of power and efficiency one by one. The first formula is the main formula of power, P equal to W by T. Second formula, P equal to P equal to F S by T. Third, P equal to MAS by T or MGH by T. Fourth, the relation between power, force and velocity, P equal to F into V. We have already discussed that relation in our previous lecture, and we can write also in that way MAV, and when we use acceleration due to gravity on the replace of A, then we can write mgv. There is another formula, rho equal to m by v. This formula is used to calculate the mass of water in a deep well. When you ask to calculate the amount of work done to empty the deep well, in that case you have to know the mass when the mass is not given. In that situation we will use the formula rho equal to m by v. In this formula is a stand for rho is density, m is the mass, v is the volume, and we know the density of the pure water is 1000. Let us have a look all the significance of quantity. Here F is force, which unit is Newton, S is the displacement, unit meter, m mass, unit kg, A acceleration, unit meter per second square, T is the time, which unit is seconds, A is height, which unit is meter, and V is the velocity, which unit meter per second, rho is the density, and finally V is the volume. And to calculate the volume of a deep well, we will apply the formula V equal to pi r square L, because the shape of the deep well is cylindrical, and we know to calculate the volume of a cylinder is V equal to pi r square L. So let us have a look. The formula about efficiency. Efficiency has two formula. One is on the topic of energy, another is the topic of power. When in your STEM the given information is in the topic of energy, then we'll use the formula eta equals to E out divided by E in into 100%. E out means effective energy, and E in means input energy. If the effective output energy or input energy is not given, then we can calculate the output energy or effective energy by using that two formula, which are half mv square and MAS. And if in the STEM the power, input power and the output power is given, then we'll choose the formula eta equal to P out divided by P in into 100%. And P out is the effective power or input power. If the effective power or output power is not given, then we can calculate the output power by using the formula mgh by T. That's all the formula on the topic of power and efficiency. Now let's start the main topic, the creative question lecture. The first creative question is the depth of the water. The depth of a water filled well is 10 meter and diameter is 2 meter. A pump can make the well empty in 20 minutes. Another pump of power 1 HP is added with the above pump to make the well empty, and some time is saved. So here the question C is determine the work done by the first pump, and question D is how much time it will save according to the STEM. So let us see the solution. After solving the solution, let us discuss about the STEM. You can see here the deep well is given, and the depth of the deep well is given 10 meter and the diameter is given 2 meter, and you have to empty the well completely by an engine like this, which it takes 20 minutes to empty the well completely. Now let's see that this solution is same to in our previous lecture, the mathematical problem. First of all, we have to calculate the volume of the deep well. So we have the depth of the well and diameter. We have to convert diameter to radius. So if diameter is given 2 meter, radius will be 1 meter. So putting the value of diameter and radius and depth, we will get the volume from the formula V equal to pi r square L. The volume will be V equal to 31.416 meter cube. And due to the calculation of the mass of water, we have to use the formula rho, and we know rho equal to m by v. So we can write m equal to rho into v. Rho is the density, which is value 1000. Putting the value of density and volume, we can write the mass m equal to 31416 kg. Now the main fact to calculate the average displacement of water. This is the main fact, and we have already discussed this in our previous lecture. So again I'll talk about the average displacement of water. If you ask to empty the deep well completely, so you cannot empty the well at once. You have to consider some part. Let us consider there are 3 portions in the deep well: the upper portion, the middle portion, and the bottom portion. And if an engine used to rise the water from that 3 portions, then in case of the upper portion, the work done by the engine to release the water from the upper portion, it will take less time, and the work done by the engine to release the middle portion water is more than the upper portion water, and the work done by the engine to release the bottom portion water is more than the former 2 work. So we have to decide the fixed height. So we have to consider the average displacement of water. If we consider the height of the upper portion is 0 and the lower portion is 10, so and we can calculate the average height by using the formula h prime equal to 0 plus h by 2. That means this value is 0 and the lower portion is 10, so 0 by h divided by 2, so h by 2. Putting the value of h, we will get the average displacement of water is 5 meter. So we have already mass, height, and acceleration due to gravity, and we have to calculate the work done. So we will choose the work formula is W equal to mg h prime. Putting the value of mg h prime, we will get the work 1.53 into 10 to the power 6 joule. That is the answer. Let us have a look. We have to calculate the time when another engine is added to the former engine and how much time is saved. First of all, we have to calculate the power of the first engine, and we have already calculated the value of work, which is 1.53 into 10 to the power 6 joule, and the time is given 20 minutes. That means the first pump will take 20 minutes to make the well empty completely. The time has minute unit, we have to convert minute to seconds, so we have to multiply by 60, then we will get 1200 seconds. So we have Wt, so we will choose the formula power P equals to W by T. Here after calculation we can write the power P equals to 1282.32 watt. Now total effective power after adding the another pump is P prime equals to 28.82 watt. Now we want to calculate the time by using the formula P prime equals to W by T prime. So replacing the position t prime with the position of p prime, we can write t prime equals to w by p prime. Putting the value of w and p prime, we will get the unit, we will get the value of time in second unit, which is 754.13 seconds. To calculate the time in minute unit, we have to divide by 60 and we'll get the result 12.65 minutes. That means if the two pump work together, then it will take 12.65 minutes, but the first pump will take 20 minutes. So how much time will save? We can say 7.35 minutes will save. Now creative question number 2. 3 dimensions of a swimming pool are 25 meter, 10 meter and 3 meter and is filled with water. A water pump of power 10 HP can empty the pool in 30 minutes, while another pump of power 25 watt can empty it in 15 minutes. Question C is, if both of the pumps are used together, how long it will take to empty the pool? And the question number D is, use of which water pump will be more cost effective? Let us discuss the solution, the question number C. In question number C, we have to calculate the time taken when the both pump will work together. First of all, we have to calculate the power of the first pump, and here the length, breadth and height of the swimming pool are given. Length, breadth and the depth of the water is given 25, 10 and 5. So we'll get the volume 750 meter cube, and we know the formula of rho is rho equal to m by v. From that formula we can get the value of m, and the formula of m equals to rho into v. So putting the value of density and volume, will get the result of mass, which is m equal to 750,000 kg, and the first pump takes 30 minutes to empty the swimming pool. So the time is taken here 30 minutes. We know 30 minutes equal to 1800 seconds. And now the important thing is to calculate the average displacement of water. The depth of the water is given is 3 meter, and we have to empty the whole amount of water from the swimming pool. So we have to calculate the average displacement. The formula of average displacement will be H equals to the depth of the water by 2. Depth of the water is given 3, and we'll get the result of average displacement 1.5 meter. So we'll choose the formula of power P equals to mgh by T. After putting the formula m, g, h and T, we'll get the power 6125 watt. In case of the second pump is also used to empty the water of the swimming pool, and it will take 15 minutes. 15 minutes mean 900 seconds, and the average displacement for the second pump will be equal. That means H will be 1.5 meter, and the formula of the power is P equal to mgh by T. Here we use P2, and the value of P2 will be 12250 watt. Total power, while another pump adding, the total power will be P1 plus P2, and the value of P is 18,375 watt. Now we have to calculate the time. So we have the total mass, the average displacement of water and the total power. So if we apply the formula of power P equal to mgh by T prime, in that case we have to calculate the T prime. So if we changing the position T prime with P, then we can write T T prime equal to mgh by P. Putting the value of mgh and P, will get the time is 600 seconds. To calculate second to minute, we have to divide by 60, then the result will be 10 minutes. So this is said that if the two pumps work together, then it will take 10 minutes to empty the swimming pool. Let's have a look. Question D. And the question D, it is required to calculate the efficiency of the both pump. In case of the first pump, the given quantity of the first pump is input input power 10 HP. HP means horsepower. If you convert HP to watt unit, so we have to multiply it with 746. Then we'll get the input power for the first pump is 7460 watt, and the output power for the first pump is already have calculated in question C, which is 6125 watt. So here is the formula of efficiency eta 1 for the first pump, so that we will take eta 1 equals to P prime by P out divided by P in into 100%. Putting the value, we will get the efficiency for first pump is 82.1%. and same case will be happening in the second pump. Here the output or effective power is already have calculated in question C, which is 12,250 watt, and the input power of the second pump is given 25 HP. If you convert 25 HP to watt, so we have to multiply it by 746 and we'll get the result 18,650. So here the same formula to calculate the efficiency of the second pump. Putting the value P out and P in, we'll get the efficiency of the second engine is 65.68%. So from the calculation we can decide that the efficiency of the first pump is more than the efficiency of the second pump. So the first pump is more effective than the second pump. Now the creative question number 3, and the creative question is: a water filled deep well depth and radius are 20 meter and 2 meter respectively. An engine of 7 HP is attached to the pump out the water, and the engine was ruined after emptying half of the water. Then to pump out rest of the water, another engine of same power is attached. That means 7 horsepower power engine is attached to a pump to empty the well, and after emptying the half portion of water, the pump is collapsed, and another pump whose efficiency is same to the first one, which is added to do same work. Now the question number C is: determine the work done by the first engine. And question D is: mathematically analyze whether the time required for pumping out water would be same for both engines or not. So first of all, creative question, as question C, we have to calculate the work done by the first engine. So we have to know the value of mass, and to calculate the value of mass we have to know the volume. So to calculate the volume of the deep well, we have already the height of the water 20 meter, diameter 2 meter. From diameter we will get the radius 1 meter. So we will calculate the volume by using the formula pi r square L. Then we will get the volume of the deep well is 62.832. Now we have to calculate the mass of the water of the deep well. So we will use the formula rho equal to m by v. From the formula we can write rho equal to m equal to rho into v. Here rho is the density, v is volume. We know the density of water is 1000 and we have already calculated the volume 62.832. Putting the value of rho and v, will get the mass 62.832 kg. Now the main factor of the math to calculate the average displacement. Though the first pump will empty the half of the deep well, so average displacement of the water will be the main factor. First of all, we have to take the water height of the half empty well, which is 10 meter, so that the average displacement of the water will be h prime equal to h by 2, that means 5 meter. Though the height depth of the water is given is 20 meter, but we consider here 10 meter. Why? Because we have to empty the half portion of the deep well, so we will take here 10 meter. That means the water height of the half empty well is 10 meter, and we have to calculate the average displacement by that portion of water. So the average displacement will be 10 by 2, that means 5. And we have to consider the mass also half, because the pump will take half amount of water from the outside, so the mass will be 31416 kg. After putting the value of mg and h in the equation of W equal to mgh, we will get the result of W, which is 1.54 into 10 to the power 6 joule. That is the answer of the question. And now the question D. The question D is, we have to calculate the time for the both engine. In case of the first engine doing 1.54 into 10 to the 6 joule work, it have already calculated in question C, and the power of the first engine is given 5 HP. 5 HP means 3730 watt, and putting the value of formula P equal to W by T, we can calculate the we can calculate the time, and the time will be 412.87 seconds. Similarly, in case of the second engine, for second engine we have to calculate first the work done, mgs. Here mass is same as before, but we have to calculate now h prime. Here h prime is not equal to the previous one, because here we have left 10 meter depth of water, and we have to empty it 10 meter, and the rest by remaining portion of the empty space is 10 meter. So average of the 10 meter is average of the 10 meter is 5. You can see here 5, and we have another 10 meter here remaining, so we have to add with 10. So the average displacement of water, or the displacement of water, will be h plus h by 2, that means 15 meter, and mass will be half of the previous mass, so mass is 3141 kg. Putting the value of m prime, h prime and t, and m prime, h prime, will get the work done W equal to 4.62 into 10 to the power 6 joule. And again the same formula of power, P prime equal to W by T prime, and we can write T prime equal to W by P prime, and putting the value of W and P prime, will get time 1238 seconds. So it will take more time than the previous one. Let us see the credit question number 4, and the question is, the depth and diameter of Mr. Kamal's tank are 12 meter and 4 meter respectively. 1/3 of the tank is filled with the water. He wants to make the tank empty in 2 hours by a motor power of 2 HP. So question C is, what amount of work will be done to lift up the water of 20 kg from the tank. And question D is whether the tank would have been empty in the particular time or not. Explain mathematically. So let's have see the solution. Question C. Here the demonstration of the stem is given. Here you can see a deep well. The depth of the deep well is given 12 meter, and 1/3 portion of the tank is filled with water. 1/3 portion of 12 is means 4. That means the depth of the water is 4, and the remaining empty space is 8 meter. And now we have to calculate the work done. So we know the formula of work done is W equal to mgs. So here mass is given 10 kg, and we have to calculate the average displacement of water. That is the similar to our mathematical problem question 5. Now the main factor to calculate the displacement of water, we have the water depth is 4 meter, so we have to average the height. If we want to average the height, we can write h2, and we have remaining also 8 meter. That means the water have to be taken another 8 meter height if you want to empty the tank completely. So we have to adding 8 with the average one. Here average one is h by 2, and average height is h by 2, and the remaining height is 8. So the total height have to covered by the water is 10 meter. So if we put the value of AMH, then we'll get work done is 4.62 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Now solution to the question on D. We have to calculate the time first. So first of all, we have to calculate the volume by using the formula of V equal to pi r square L. Here the water height is given 4 meter, diameter is given 4 meter, so radius is 2 meter. Putting the value of L and R, will get the value of volume 50.2656 meter cube. To calculate the mass, we have to use the formula of density, which is rho equal to m by v, and m will be m equals to rho into v. Putting the value of rho and v, will get the mass 50,265.5 kg. Now we have to calculate the time by the formula of P equal to mgh by t. So we have to know the height, and that height we have already calculated in question C, that is 10 meter, and the power of the engine is given 2 HP. 2 HP means 1492 watt, and acceleration due to gravity is 9.8. So putting the value of m, g, h and p, will get the time 3301.62 seconds. If we convert into hour, then we have to divide by 3600, then we'll get in hour unit, and we'll get the time is 0.917 hour. So the heat pump can empty the well in a particular time. Thank you for being with me.